Hey guys, what's up? So today we are going to try 2 new wines. I've been listening to y'all. You want more wine reviews, you want more wines to try. So if you want to try 2 new reds this month, then I want you to stay tuned because we're about to taste something a little different. Okay guys, so first up, we are going to taste 2 different they're 2 completely different wines. However, they are both from Black-owned, woman-owned wine companies. So first up, I have Stony Wines Pinot Noir. This is from their Bayani Reserve. It's the 2017 Bayani Reserve. And you guys know I always like to read the bottle to you. So it says, a continuation of his story, Bayani, meaning hero, is the beloved grandson of our winemaker. It is essential to know our history to create a better future, building legacies one bottle at a time. And the winemaker actually put a quote here. I love a good quote, so let's see. It says, if you're gonna live, leave a legacy. Make a mark on the world that can't be erased. So, ocean breezes and rich soils combine to create this cool front Pinot Reserve. Smooth, dry finish with notes of black currant. So I'm excited to taste this with you all. And you know, that quote I read earlier, by the way, it says it's from Dr. Maya Angelou. I was a huge fan of Maya Angelou growing up. I had to memorize her poems. I'm trying to think, what's the really popular one? You remember, Ree? There was a really, really popular one. Phenomenal Woman. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Yep. Memorized that, said it at church. I think I said it at school once. All that good stuff. So I love that Donna is a Maya Angelou fan. Donna Stoney actually is also a member of our society. Cheers to you, Donna, and the sisterhood. Excited to try this with all the wine friends. And thank you, Donna. She sent me some glasses. They appear to be red wine glasses, but I'm sure that you can enjoy just about, whatever wine you want in them. But they do look like red wine glasses. Based on the shape. The bowl is wide, this is open, so oxygen can really, really get into this. Typically with Pinot, with a red wine, especially when it's all bottled up and the cork's spinning in the fridge, it might still be kind of tight. So that's where we bring in the swirl. So your S's, right, of tasting wine are see, sniff, see, swirl, sniff, sip, and savor. Whew, Jesus, I'm trying to remember that. But doing some swirling. This is a really pretty ruby red color. I love the color on this. It's so pretty. On the nose, I'm getting some really, really bright cherries. Let's see. I definitely can smell the currant, black currant. Not that we're all sitting around like sniffing it, but I do like the smell of it. Fresh red fruit is what I'm getting. I feel like currant, while it's not something that most of us have never even had, it's such a common smell. And I know I've smelled it before in like a wine class or whatever, and I think that's how I usually am able to pick up when I smell like black currant. Otherwise, most of us have not had it. All right, let's go ahead and sip on this. That is really good. So Pinot Noir is known for doing extremely well in Oregon. It's some the grape just it grows well there. It flourishes. I love this, guys. Now, you guys know I'm pescatarian. I feel like with this, I want not a super heavy fish. This is a medium body wine. I would want something a little bit lighter. I had a rockfish recently that was very like almost similar to like, it felt like a chicken breast when you cut into it. I would probably have something like that. Like it's light, but it's like a heavy enough fish that it's gonna stand up next to the Pinot Noir well. I think, to me, it tastes like something that typically people will pair with lamb chop. So a lot of times when it comes to wine, especially if you have like a selective palate the way that I do, typically what happens is like I have to memorize pairings and things because I don't eat it. So to me, this is giving me a red that would go well with like a lamb chop or pork chop. Something like that. So anywho, what am I rating this? Honestly, I think this Pinot Noir is definitely, it's giving me a big girl red. I think that if you are a newbie to the wine world or you're a newer wine drinker, that you're not going to super duper love this because it is a very dry red. It is delicious. It does have the fruitiness on the palate. It gives me bright red fruit on this one. I'm getting fresh fruit, not like cooked or anything like that. I'm getting like fresh strawberries, cherries. That's kind of what I'm getting on my palate, but it's still not sweet. So new wine drinkers, this one's not for you, unfortunately, but this next one I know that you guys will enjoy. All right, guys, so with this wine, this is a port. Now, if you have been following me for any length of time, you know that I don't drink port often. I don't even think I had a port that I reviewed in 2020. So I'm excited to be doing something a little different for 2021. This is a ruby red port from the Gem Collection by Sip and Share Wines. So Sip and Share Wines, another Black-owned, women-owned winery. And usually with ports, these are your after dinner wines. This is not a wine, and if you're a sweet lover, this will be one that you'll be able to drink and you'll like it. But port is an after dinner, this is a dessert wine, okay? You're not drinking this, it's thick. You can tell it's much thicker than the Pinot. It's a much fuller body. It is deeper in color, almost like a garnet. Almost, it's very pretty in the glass though. On the nose, oh, now see, this is where we get into that difference in the fruit, right? I was telling you with the Pinot Noir that I got kind of like fresh cherries. I got fresh berries, right? Fresh red berries. And this, I'm getting more of a cooked berry smell. Almost cooked cherries. It smells like cooked cherries to me. So if you've ever had cherry pie, I don't eat pie, but if you ever had cherry pie or you smelt it in the kitchen when it's being cooked, that's what this kind of smells like. All right, let's go ahead and dig into it. Ports, you can see the legs. Their ports are typically much higher in alcohol than a standard wine. And usually, I mean, people pair ports with all kinds of things. I'm not really a pair your port with something else dessert. Like, I'm just gonna drink the port if I want something sweet. So let's get into it. That was a much bigger gulp than I intended to sip. So right off the bat, the cooked cherry kind of flavor continues that was on my palate. It is a sweeter port, but I will tell you that it's very good. It's not as sweet as some ports I've had, which makes me love it even more. But it is very good. Let me see. There's no like extra spice. I get a little, I'm gonna say nutmeg. I feel like I'm getting something else. I don't want to say like oregano, but on my palate, I'm getting some other type of like spiced seasoning situation happening. Y'all, when I tell y'all that's delicious, yeah, I know I like to read the back of the bottle to you. This one says sweet, full body, deep ruby red with bold aromas and flavors of black cherries. I told y'all cherries. Blackberries, pairs well with dessert or as an after dinner delight. So everything I told you guys, I love this. To me, this is the kind of wine that when you have a small dinner party, right? Because we're still in the pandemic. When you have a small dinner party, maybe you have a couple friends over or something like that, this is a great wine to pull out that I think everybody's gonna like. Everyone's gonna enjoy it. It's perfect, especially if you and some of your girlfriends are like, let's say you're watching your calories because it's a new year and we all have weight goals and stuff like that. If you are watching your weight or anything like that and you wanna kind of, let me do the wine instead of even bothering with dessert, this is a really, really good replacement. So, all right. That's it. That's all I have for this video. I wanted to do a tasting with you guys that was super chill, something you guys would be able to relate to. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what other wines you want me to try. Send them my way and I'll taste them for you. I'm giving both of these girls' night ratings. To me, these are wines that are perfect for girls' night, especially, you know, the port is definitely for your girls who, like I said, aren't really into super the Pinot, I'm sorry, is for your girls who aren't really into a lot of sweet wines. So this is not an everyday, you know, drinker. But the port, everyone would definitely enjoy. So pick these up, Sip and Share Winery and Stony Wines. And I want to know what you guys think. Have you tried a port lately that you really enjoy? Or a Pinot Noir that you really enjoy? If so, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching.